Hiya guys, I am the Off-Rail Gamer and welcome back to Atari April. I've swapped out my paddle, so last week I was playing on a paddle with a dial. This week I'm on the joystick, and this is, you'll recognise it, it's a box with a joystick sticking out the top, multi-directional, up, right, left, down, and a big red button in the top corner. It tends to be a little bit stiffer than the dials, but by the same token you can get sometimes a bit more accuracy out of your moves as a result. So I'm just going to hit game reset here so we can start a game, and this is video bowling, or just bowling I think it's called. So let's try and see if we can get a strike. Oh no. I've got 2 pins left. Going for it there. Got him. So we've got a spare. That's right, isn't it? Bowling terms. The other thing that I've only learnt this morning is you can change the direction of the ball. Now that did well. Oh! You can change the direction of the ball, and I could have, if I'd have let it go. What you can do is you can throw the ball and then move your joystick up or down, and it'll actually move it. So once we get a bit closer, look at that. See, I did direct it. I don't know if you did see that. I'll try and demonstrate from here. I just made it go down a little bit. Not that it worked out for us. So I'm going to try and throw it straight again this time. No luck. We've got 4 left. Can I get a spare from this? I don't think so. No. 9 pins. But, you know, yes, looking at this, it's very blocky. It's old tech. I say it's old technology. This is the 2600 Plus console that I'm playing on. So this is a modern way of playing your old Atari games. The neat thing is, although it's a new released console, it does take the actual original cartridges. I've got a split there. I'm not going to get all them. So you can put in your 2600 and your 7800 cartridges if you've got them. And I've got a couple, which I'm very pleased with. I could get that. Shot. Got another spare. And I really like that they've done that. It's not just one of these minis. You know, like they brought out the Mega Drive Mini, the PlayStation Mini. They do NES or SNES, and they're great. Don't get me wrong, they're good. Where you've got so many games built in. But this, they've released it. It looks kind of like the original console, but it actually takes the original hardware as well, and they're releasing cartridges. So I'm gonna put one in a minute, which is a 10 games in one. And to try and describe them to you, so last week I played my 4-in-1 cartridge and we had a look at all 4 games on it. What they do is you've got a list of titles, and on the back there's 4 little white dials. Oh, there we go. 105 our score. You've got 4 little white dials on the back, which you can set into an up position, a down position, well, an up position or a down position, but you create different combinations of these pegs, and you get a different game come up on the screen. So, what we're going to have a look at now is a little bit of Missile Command, because I like that one. So, I'm popping in my 10-in-1 cartridge. Let's just make sure that we're going to get the capture. Here's our loading screen. Atari, loading game. And we're into, hopefully, missile command. If I just hit game reset so we can start. And we're off. So that little flashing white line there, that is our cursor effectively. And we've got these missiles coming down that we're trying to defend our bases against. And I am in the middle there, firing this, I guess it's a bit like an anti-aircraft gun. Trying to take out these missiles before they hit us. Now underneath my gun, and you'll see them disappearing there, that's my ammo. So I can run out of ammo, and in the later levels, it becomes very difficult. You've got to use your ammo really sparingly. So, like I did there, I managed to take out 2 missiles with 1 shot. And in the later levels, you really do want to be trying to do that as much as possible. In these earlier levels, you've got plenty of ammo. The only thing you've got to watch out for is the number of missiles coming down. It does get quite challenging. It gets quite challenging quite quick. Within a few levels, they'll be throwing so many missiles at you that it is difficult to try and keep on top of them all. But yeah, I do quite like this game. I believe, so last week I was saying that growing up we had an Atari plug and play joystick. Literally, it was just a joystick, very much like what I'm playing with now. You just plugged it in the back of the telly, and off you went. And it had quite a few games on it. I believe this was one of them. It had Pong, it had Breakout, which we looked at last week as well. It had Circus, which we could never work out what... I think it was sort of like a trampolining game. I think we did work it out in the end, but it wasn't the easiest. We might have had Adventure. I think I've got Adventure on here. But my favourite games growing up were Breakout and a little bit of Pong. And as I got older, I really got into this game. It's a little bit like Asteroids, I guess. It's similar vein. You know, you sort of directing and shooting and... Whoa, he's going to get me base. Oh. No, I have lost that base. Not going to get down there quick enough. So there we go then. But we're not doing too badly. 2 in 1 shot there, but missed that one. Yeah, as you can see, it does get a little bit fraught. And then they throw in these aliens as well. So we've lost 2 bases. We've still got 4 left though. Oh, we built one. So I think because of our score, we've got one of our bases back. If you want to take out that alien, because they will destroy our bases just like these missiles. Crumbs. Oh. Lost a couple there. Are we all gone? Got 1 base left. Oh, that was a very expensive round. Oh dear. He's got us. We're out. Oh, what was I thinking? Oh, we're not out. I'm not sure why we're not out. We've lost all our bases, but... There we go. He's letting us finish the level. And that is Missile Command. So, that was good fun. What should we have a look at next? We've got a game on here. If I have a look. Real Sports Volleyball. Real Sports Volleyball, which I want to show you. So we'll get that fired up. Loading game. We're in. We're not in because I have to hit game reset. Now I'm playing as blue. And it is beach volleyball. Look at that. We're off to a poor start. Oh, 2 points. 3 points. Oh, we're off to a good start. We're off to a flying start. Nope. Oh, well, we were off to a good start. Come on. I want to play some volleyball. So yeah, it's a simple game, and this one does not look, in my opinion, as good as the bowling game that we played at the start of this episode. Yeah, these really are just stick figures running around. You've got to use your imagination a little bit more, but what I will say in defence of the graphics on this title, look at the background. It's not amazing, but it's not just the sun in the sky, look. They've got greens and blues, and they're creating a wave effect, and you can see the tide moving, you can see the waves. I wasn't looking at the screen then, I was looking at the waves. But I think that's quite a neat effect. You know, they didn't have to do that, but it also sounds like the sea. I mean, it's effectively just static, isn't it? It's static noise, but it does create the sound of the ocean, and they've also managed to create the waves as well. I think that's a nice touch. So it is like you're playing volleyball on the beach. Oh, crumbs. I keep batting it out of play. Right, they've caught us up. Oh. Nope. They've got us there. So, in this game, it's first to 15. Just to warn you. It looks like they might be first to 15, but we're on the scoreboard. It's not going to be a totally humiliating defeat for us. Although it might be. 10-5, no, that is quite humiliating, isn't it? If we don't do any better. Or 15-5 even. We started off okay. Now it's all gone to pot. The other nice thing about this console is, at the moment, I've only got one joystick for it. But if I were to get a second, there is a second controller port in the back of the console. So you could play 2-player. If you could find anyone who wanted to play with you. We're bringing it back. Late game, we're bringing it back. Don't know if it's going to be enough though. 11-8. 11-9. Oh, well, that's... I think now... Yeah, we are probably going to lose. But... let's not be too pessimistic too early on. I think that's not a massively humiliating... Yeah, here we go, final point. And they probably got me. Oh no. Not yet, we're still in it. Oh, we're still in it. And they've got us. 15-9. I don't think that's an awful score. They're not the easiest games in the world. Guys, I'm going to leave it there because I've just seen this episode's going on quite long enough. But we're going to be back next week with some more Atari April. And there's a game that I really want to show you next week, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to tune in. Going up this Thursday, and I can say it this week, going up this coming Thursday is the next episode of Off the Rails podcast on YouTube, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. So if you're interested, do give it a listen. Otherwise, I'll see you back here in 1 week's time for some more Atari classics. And with that said, all that's left to say is bye!